Hello, welcome to another video. Today I decided that since the coronavirus pandemic has taken toll on all of us, I would get some gym equipment for the house. So I picked up a squat rack from Rogue Fitness. Pretty basic one, but as you can see, I've been lifting on carpet. I don't know if you've experienced the same thing, but squatting on the carpet is just not the same sensation as squatting at the gym. So I started looking into picking up a squat / deadlift platform. Found that they were running about $1,200 to $1,500 if you could find any. So it's a holiday weekend. I decided that I would try and build one myself. So I pre-built this outside. Got everything sanded, smoothed out, painted and stained. Everything fits together nicely. Then I realized I need to get it downstairs underneath my squat rack. Definitely a 2 to 3 man job. And I'm home by myself right now, so I took it all apart and brought it into the house downstairs. So now I'm going to go through the process of putting it back together, showing you how simple it is to put together and how inexpensive it can be. So I went to the lumber store, picked up a couple of items. First of all, I picked up 3 sheets of 4x8 plywood, 3/4 inch thickness. I picked up some drywall screws, 1.25 inch drywall screws. I also picked up a small bag of tiny washers, and I'll show you why we bought those in just a minute. And then for the surface, I decided to go with the polyacrylic on the surface of the plywood that I'm actually going to be standing on. So, like I said, I put this together outside, sanded it, put a logo on the front as well as the polyacrylic, let that dry and cure. Now I've taken it all back apart, brought it into the house. Now I'm going to set it up down here in the basement. Because it is raw plywood, I'm just going to go ahead and put on some gloves because there could be some splinters possibilities if I'm not careful. Okay. This needs to move over about there. We've got the 2 baseboards down. I'm going to bring in my horse stall mat. Set these down off to the sides, in the corners and the edges. And I mentioned using a small washer. So I put a small washer on the end of this, because if I don't, it'll punch straight through that horse stall mat and get lost inside the mat. So this will give it a little extra support so it doesn't punch all the way through. All right, we'll bring in the right side mat. And that one's upside down. So this horse stall mat comes in 4 foot by 6 foot. So I decided to go with 2 mats, add a little bit extra expense to give that extra corner, 2 foot by 2 foot corner in the top coverage. I'm going to set my squat rack on there, so I didn't want any wobble. So that's the reason why I bought the extra pieces. So put the next corner in, start screwing these in. And that one got turned around too. There we go. Okay. All right. Got that part done, and I'm going to grab the final board, lay it down in the middle. I am going to pre-drill a few more holes. I do want to make it a little bit more secure. I did not glue this down because there is a chance we might be moving, and I want to be able to take this with us quite easily. I will have to take it completely apart, so I didn't want to glue it down. But it is ideal to glue it if you are going to keep it in the same position for a long period of time. So let me grab the next part, we'll drop it in. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay, looks like I'm gonna need to do some modifications here. But that's the logo I come up with. Thought it was pretty cool. It's got the S with the airplanes in it. I thought that to be quite appropriate, considering I am in the Air Force. So it looks like I need to persuade this a little bit here and there. This was not something I expected, so hopefully it will work itself out. All right, looks like I need to get this side screwed in, then I can work the other side. So I'm just gonna put a couple of screws in here to lock it into place. My original plan was not to remove the horse mat and just bring the boards in together, but that thing weighed so much, trying to do it myself was not possible. So that's why these kind of slid a little bit. I'm gonna have to readjust this other side before I put any weight on this, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal. So there she is, put in. Like I said, I'm going to put some more screws in the sides, over here in the sides, over here, right up here, and right over there. Just give it a little extra support, and then we will move that guy right over there. Might even squeeze in a workout. That's it. All in all, only cost me a little over 200 bucks. So I saved myself a little over 1,000 by putting this together myself. So now it's time to move the squat rack over, see if we can get a workout in. Just wider than the bar, which is perfect. Not too bad. I'm very happy with this. That'll do just fine. All right, this definitely feels a lot more sturdy. Pretty excited about this. Gonna jump into a leg workout. Gonna start with squats. I'm gonna work up to a heavy set, pretty much everything I've got, which is not a lot. Work my way back down to 3 working sets. So do 4 or 5 reps of each, see how I feel, and go from there. Yeah, I definitely like the new platform. There's a lot more stability. I think I'm gonna keep it at this weight. It felt okay. Definitely a little weaker than I have been in the last little while, so should probably take it easy, even though I'm excited to use the new platform. And I'm willing to bet my pre-workout hasn't kicked in just quite yet. Now it's time to test out the bench up on the platform. How that rolls. Much nicer than on the carpet. I'm super excited about this. This next exercise I like to do is, it's a superset between leg extensions and hamstring curls. The way I do it is I'll do 50 on the first set of each, then 40, then 30, then 20, then 10. Depending on how I feel, I might work back up to 50. After just doing squats for the first time in quite some time, I can't imagine that I'll be working my way back up. So I'm going to start the time lapse of getting through this boatload of reps, and at this point you should have some music slowly building up, And as soon as that kicks off, we'll be ready to go. So on this superset, I don't know if you noticed, but I did the same weight for the hamstrings as I did for the quads. I've noticed that my hamstrings are lagging a little bit behind my quads. So I wanted to try and do a more hamstring focused superset. So that's why I did this one. A little bit lighter on the leg extensions. Pretty good weight for the hamstring curls. Wanted to give a quick mention to my buddy Will. He's a little fella who's been exercising a lot lately. Stopped by his house the other day, noticed he had the same piece of equipment. So Will, if you're watching, throw some weight on here. See if you can do that same exercise. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Leg extensions, hamstring curls. It's gonna be a tough one, but I think you can do it. I'm pretty excited about my platform. I noticed the last time I did this exercise, this particular workout, I was on the carpet. The machine moved a little bit, the bench. So this is a pretty good setup. I will put the information down in the description below. If you're interested in putting one together yourself, I'll give you all the pieces that you need. Also, I will put a list of the exercises I did. Pretty simple: squats, superset, leg extensions, hamstring curls. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 on these. It's a pretty basic workout, but sometimes those are the ones we need, kind of jumpstart things. So if you haven't already, give this video a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, share with your friends. I did mention in a previous video that I'm going to do a challenge as soon as I get to 100 subscribers. I'm going to do 1,000 push-ups in a 60-minute challenge. Not sure if I can do it. It'll probably be a pretty big fail, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. So if you'd like to see that, make sure you subscribe, share with your friends, get them to subscribe as well, and let's do it. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.